So my name is Shaaban, and in this video I'm going to be identifying some terms for the sheep brain. So as you can see right here, I already cut my sheep brain in half, but I'm first going to go on the outer surface of the sheep brain. So we're going to start with the cerebrium, and basically the cerebrium is basically this whole thing where we talk about the frontal lobe. So we have left and right hemisphere. We have the frontal lobe and frontal lobe, and then on the other side we have the parietal lobe. So we have a left and a right parietal lobe, and then we have the occipital lobe. We have left and right hemisphere, so it's basically these two. And then when it comes to the temporal lobe, so the temporal lobe is going to be right here on this side of the hemisphere, and then on the other side as well. And then the next one we have is the gyrus, and gyrus is basically, if you can see right here, like this right here is the gyrus, and then those lines that you see going through are the sulcus. And then we have what's called a central sulcus. So the central sulcus is basically starts from like here, right there, and then the lateral surface, the lateral sulcus, my bad, is about right here. And then if we're looking at the longitudinal fissure, so the longitudinal fissure is basically this whole thing right here, this line right here. Let me do it with this right here. And then of course we have the cerebellum, which is this right here. And then when it comes to the pons is going to be like right here. And then we have the medulla the medulla oblongata, which is this area right here. And then when it comes to the optic 2 nerve and the optic tract, so we have the optic 2 nerve, and then we have the optic tract right here, and the trochlear 4 nerve is also going to be in this area right here. I don't know if you can see, yeah, in this area right here. And the corpus callosum. So when I open my sheep brain right here, when I open it in half, so if I look on one side, as you can see, I don't know if you can, this is okay. So as you can see, that white tissue right here is basically the corpus callosum. And then if you're looking at the thalamus is going to be right here, and the hypothalamus is going to be around it in this area right here. And if we're looking at the midbrain is basically going to be this area right here, the midbrain. And if we are looking at the pineal gland, so the pineal gland is basically this area right here, yeah. And then we have the olfactory bulb. So the olfactory bulb and the olfactory tract, they all are basically at the front of the brain, so like right here, and then on the other side too. And then if we're looking at the oculomotor 3 nerve, is basically like right here, yeah, so it's basically this side of area. And yeah, so as you can see, and that concludes my video. Thank you.